Hello, hello, hello. Please pardon my voice. I haven't gotten it back quite just yet from having the flu a couple of weeks ago. But I just wanted to come on. I always forget when I'm making cards to make a video so I can show people what I'm doing. So I figured I got this new stand. I will try it out. So I got this kit. I went to Michael's. I think it was Friday night after work. And I got this kit. They had a 75% clearance on all the Christmas stuff. And so there was this kit. It's got 6 cards, 3 of each one. And so it came down to like a little less, about $4. So I've already put together a couple of them. And 3 of them already. I'll show you those. So they're actually kind of cute. So I thought we'd go ahead and put together these last 3 together. So there's this little scratch off that when you scratch it off, let me get that packaging back again. It reveals a little Santa Claus, which I think is kind of cute. So there's one on the Jolly, this the same, the Jolly and the HoHoHo. So, but I realized in making these cards, I wasn't paying attention to the O's. And I didn't realize that the O's, which are the scratch off, are 2 different sizes, the scratch off O's. It wasn't until I went to look back and I realized that they were 2 different O's. So I took one off. So I fixed it. So the dimensionals that come with the kit from Michael's, I am not a fan of. It's these ones here. And I had a particularly difficult time getting them off. So I went ahead and pulled out my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals that I have, which are these right here. And I love my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. And so I put 4 on the back side of this scratch off O. And I'm going to just place it down here. And then it has this little holly bit. And then what I've decided to do with the holly bit, this is the little holly bit, is that when I put it down, it is a sticker, so it's already got adhesive on it, which is really cool. Really? You're going to be difficult when I'm on camera. But when I made the other 2, you just peeled right off. Alright, I see the way your cookie crumbles here. There we go. So, as I was saying, this little holly bit, when you stick it down, I noticed that there's a little piece that kind of sticks off. So, I took my dimensionals, and the cool thing about Stampin' Up! Dimensionals is that you can use the whole sheet. So, what I did is on the side here, you've got these little half sizes. I just used my little paper snips and snipped it. And so you peel off this little quarter piece, so to speak. And look how small that is. And I just line it up, get it right underneath here, and boom chicka boom, put that down, and that's lifted up too. And then you got the little happy holidays here. We're going to put a little glue on the back of this. My ATG gun is not cooperating with me tonight, so I'm using wet glue. So I'm using this art glitter glue, which is really good. It sticks. It is a very awesome adhesive. So I need to find my refill for my ATG gun. So that's card number 3. Nope, I'm sorry, my bad. Card number 4, all done. Moving on to number 5. So this is the holly. I already glued down the other letters, so this is just the gluing down the scratch off O for this one. And we're gonna line this one up, and we're gonna cover up that the piece from the previous O, from where the dimensional peeled up from. And then get this little backing off. Why is it? Anytime you're on camera, this stuff just does not want to come off. There we go. Put that right there. And then get my dimensionals. And I've already snipped them, so it'll come right off. And I know that I'm just throwing my little backings on the table because I forgot to pull my little garbage over so that I could throw them away as I went along. But that's all right. I'll just clean up at the end. All right, that one is almost done. And get that happy holiday over here. Put a little adhesive on it. And a little bit of adhesive goes a long way, let me tell you. You don't need a whole lot to stick this down. I thought about popping it up on a pop dot, but since I'm mailing these, I didn't want to put too much dimension. I wanted to keep them fairly simple, but still cute. All right. Oops, so this one, I guess you're just going to watch me put this one together because I forgot to glue the letters down. I tried to get a little bit of the prep work done beforehand. So we're going to put some wet glue on the back of this J. And like I said, I just kind of put it right down the middle so that when I go to put it down, it doesn't seep out the side. And what I did is I got everything lined up ahead of time, which makes it easy when placing stuff down. You're not having to make sure that you have everything spaced enough apart so that you don't run out of space or you don't have too much space left over. I kind of put it down ahead of time, so kind of help myself out. All right. Here we go. And let's get that Y. All right. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to bring in 2023. And I figured I'll just do what I did the same thing last year. I'll bring in 2023 crafting, making some cards. My Christmas cards are going out a little late this year, but that's okay. I usually try and have them sent out before Christmas, but it just didn't happen this year. And you know what? I'm okay with that. That's the thing called life. Sometimes life happens and you just adjust what you want to do accordingly and keep right on rolling, you know? All right, put that little bit right there and get that last dimensional for this. Oh, did I not cut that one? I did not cut that one, so we're going to cut that last one because I did not do it. So here's my little snips. And see how I'm coming right here? And we're just going to snip that right there. Right on that edge. And then it gives just enough. And that way I'm not using I don't need a whole dimensional for that little piece. And so I like the fact that you can use those ones. You can use those ones that are right on the edge. And there we go. Pop that up. And let's get the happy holidays. All right. And we're going to put that in there. Stick a little bit under. Tilt it to the side. And those jolly cards are done. All right. So the next card that we're going to work on is the HoHoHo. And we got all the pieces here. I've already glued the so I didn't even go over the supplies that it comes with. I'm so sorry. So like as I said earlier, there's 12 cards. There's No, I did 2 kits. There are 6 cards, 3 of each one. I got 2 kits. And so, I showed you the Jolly. So this is going to be the HoHoHo. So it comes with these embossed backgrounds. It looks like snowflakes. It's cute. It's cute. So if I go according to the packaging, we first have the green H, and then we have the little O. It's going to go about there. And then they have the red H. Ooh, I think this needs to be flipped. There we go. And then we have the big O. Oh, I'm not sure I like that big O there. I might have to... we're going to have to work on that. And yeah, I don't like that big O. Alright. I might be... I'm not liking that. I'm really not. What do you think? Okay. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. I guess it's not too bad. I can work with it. Maybe I'll take no, I don't want it to... If I take my scissors to it and cut it down a little bit. Okay, so this is the smaller HoHoHo, because I'd already made the other 2 cards. And I like the smaller one better, to tell you the truth. I wish they'd given us all the same size for all of them, but unfortunately, the other HoHoHo, the other O is used already, and that card is already done and it's glued down, and I don't want to mess it up by trying to pull it back up again. So we're just going to work with it. So this card has a Santa hat that is supposed to go on here somewhere. But there's the green for that one. Where's this Santa hat supposed to go? You know what? I'm just gonna put it over one of the O, because I'm not seeing on this picture where the let me get the directions. Maybe it'll show me on the directions where the ho-ho. Okay, so the Santa hat is supposed to go slightly over the O, the scratch off O. And they are slightly tilted. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna have you sit here and watch me try and figure this out. So I'm gonna pause the camera and figure this out, and then I'll come right back and we'll finish putting it together. All right, so here is what I have decided. So I went ahead and did one, and so here's how it came out. So this is using the big O, and I've got two more big O's, and then I got the 3 small O's. So I decided that the best thing about crafting, oh, it also came with some rhinestones. The best thing about crafting and being a card maker is that you do not have to follow the directions if you don't want to. So I'm going to make this my own. So since I used the wrong size O's without meaning to, we're just going to work with it. So we're going to go ahead and finish putting these 2 cards together and go from there. So as I was saying earlier, I bought 2 kits of this card, and then I also bought another card kit. Like I said, all of the Christmas stuff was 75% off, and so I got a couple of these card kits, and I got a couple of paper pads. The paper pads were also like, they knocked them down to like a little under $4 too. So that was pretty cool. So since I've already got dimensionals, oh, that needs a replacement. So this is earlier when I had messed up and I pulled them off. Now the adhesive that was on the back of the dimensional, it came off too. So you can see I'm always one for showing my boo-boos. You know, not everything is perfect. Not everything comes out perfect. And I like to think that when you're crafting and you're showing people what you're making, you need to show them that you make mistakes too. And there's nothing wrong but showing your mistakes. All right. So putting these dimensionals on here. All right, and pressing those into place. And we're going to peel off the backing. So I found out I had a really great idea. Dollar Tree has these little baskets. And so I picked up some baskets. And so, because I thought that when I'm crafting, I could put a little garbage liner inside the basket and have it on my table in order to throw my stuff away, because my big garbage can is not always next to me, and that would be a good way of keeping my keeping my litter down on the table. But I wasn't even thinking about it when I sat down to the table tonight to work on these cards of getting that little garbage can. So as you can see, I'm littering the table. What are you doing tonight? I hope you're bringing in the new year in a way that you get to enjoy yourself, whether it's relaxing at home or out with family and friends. You do what you love. Mine is sitting at home and crafting. Where did I cut you? There you are. Oh no, there's something about crafting and sending cards to people and knowing that you made it with love in your heart, and you just wanted to share that with people. Here's my little happy holidays. I got Black Panther going on in the background over here. I've been watching movies. I've been watching Last Holiday with Queen Latifah and Ocean's 8, and they had an Ocean's marathon on today. They had Ocean's 11, 12, 13, followed by Ocean's 8. And there's a whole lot of Harry Potter going on too. Oops. As you can see, I almost dropped that H, and I would have had a hand full of glue. You know, we're going to try and tilt that one, do something different. That's the best thing about crafting, is that we're going to do something different. So I do have this art glitter glue. Is awesome stuff. I love this as a wet glue. I also like the Tombow wet glue as well. I have that one as well. I go back and forth between the two. Just depends upon which one is closer to my hand when I'm crafting. But they are both awesome wet glues, and they hold really well. I have no complaints about any of my projects where, oop, that one seeped out just a little bit, where I've used the wet glue. All right, dimensionals. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and get these lined up, and we're gonna go ahead and put dimensionals on these. Do it now instead of doing it each time. We'll just get them prepped, ready to be put down. Stampin' Up! Also has mini dimensionals, and they come in white and they come in black, which is really cool. And they have strips, which are really useful. So like, if I wanted to take this, take these H's or the O's and pop them up to really give them some dimension, they have the strip of dimensionals, which looks like this, foam adhesive strips. I love those for I love using the strip as adhesive strips for shaker cards. That would be my go-to. They give just the right amount of height. You know, before I used Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, I would work hard to make dimensionals. I would get the foam sheets from Michael's or from Joann's, and what I would do is I would get the double-sided adhesive sheets, and I would put that on the foam, leave the backing on, and then I would just cut out whatever size strip or that I needed. It made for a lot more work, but I did what I had to do using what I had. I think that's what we do as crafters. We use what we got. We might not have a certain item that we need, so we go into our stash and work with what we got. So I'm gonna put this on here ahead of time. That way I don't have to worry about putting it on here after. There we go. See? There's my boo-boo right there. You know what I did? I put the adhesive down and I forgot to remove the backing paper from the Santa hat. There we go. Now we're gonna put this on here. See? I boo-boo all the time. I just did a big old one. That would have been funny. That Santa hat wouldn't have stuck down there if I left that backing paper on the back of the hat. I would have been like, why is it not sticking? And then I would have been like, oh, I left the paper on. I'm going to stick that right there. All right. Another card down. Look at that. We are rolling. All right. Well, I'm not going to make this a long video. I just have a couple more cards left to do. And then I'm going to start on the next card. The next packet that I got. So I'll come on and do another video for the next card project. So I just wanted to share for a little bit. Because I always forget to make videos when I'm making cards, and I just sit here and make cards, and then I'm like, afterwards, I'm like, I should have did a video on that. And I'm also going to try and update my blog more. I haven't been doing that. I think the last time I used my blog was like 3 years ago. So that's going to be a new thing that I'm going to try and do for 2023, is try and post more of my projects and, you know, what I used and what I made, and utilize my blog a little bit more. And that's why I started it. And I just I forget. I get to crafting and I get absorbed in what I'm doing, and before I knew it, oh, see, that red H was supposed to be the second H. That's okay. I'm making this my own. So blog more for 2023. And grandma's got her TV on, and she's got the volume turned up because she's very hard of hearing. Because I can hear it all the way down here. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can most definitely hear her TV. For those people, for anybody watching that don't know, my grandma is 99 years young, and she will be celebrating her 100th birthday in May. And so we're so very excited about that, because that's 100 years on this earth that you have lived and seen and done stuff. And I think that is pretty darn awesome. So we're going to celebrate. Okay, there we go. Oops. And notice how I'm not really putting a whole lot of glue on this. Because like I said, a little bit goes a long way. I'm trying to keep it right. I'm trying to keep it right in the center. And when it dries, it dries very strong. Oh, that one is over a little bit too far, but that's okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use those rhinestones that came with it. Maybe I will. We're gonna put this. Maybe I'll put a couple around the card strategically. All right. Do you think we can do 2 at the same time? Should I try and be adventurous and try and do both at the same time? You know what? I should. I'm gonna put them down so that I get I get everything right. We're gonna switch it up a little bit here. How about that? All right, you can't see the second card. It's you can see it in the little peripheral. It's off to the side, but I got it all lined up here. So we're gonna get these last 2 cards done real quick, and then we're gonna call this card done. And I'm probably gonna call it a night and work on the second card tomorrow. I'll show you what I do. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Gives me a chance to chit chat with you, and one of these days I'll figure out how I can do the little chat thing at the same time. Right now I have my phone in this little camera holder, so I can have my hands free to make this card. You know what I noticed? I have not stuttered once. The whole time I've been chit-chatting with you guys, making this card, I have not stuttered once. Holy freaking. I always worry about that, about stuttering. You know, it's something that I've been battling my whole life. I I inherited my speech impediment from my dad. My dad stuttered, and my Uncle James stuttered, my dad's brother, and so did my grandpa, my dad's dad. So it runs in the family. It skipped over my younger brother, but I have a sister, Shantina, and she stutters, and so it's very interesting. But I I have trouble with hard consonants and C's and D's, and I stutter when I'm nervous or when I'm around a group of people that I don't know, and I have to talk. So I tend to just sit back and listen and just observe and not say anything. I find myself a corner and I hide. Or I just keep to myself. It's kind of like one of those reflex reactions, when you know. And but yeah, I noticed that the whole time that we've been chit-chatting here, I have not stuttered. That is so cool. I just happened to notice that. I guess it's because I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable and I'm doing something that I love. And let's see, what time is it? Oh, y'all, it is after midnight. Happy New Year. Welcome 2023. You are going to be a wonderful year. 2023 is going to be awesome. I just know it. It's going to be full of excitement and opportunities and growth. Nope, that one's not real sticky, so we'll take that off. And with these dimensionals, you can just peel them right off and just flick them to the side. And I am I'm looking into getting into an RN program to get my bachelor's, because eventually I would love to teach. I want to give back to my community. I went to Abatech. Go Danbury. Woohoo. And I had some awesome teachers. Well, I had awesome teachers all the way from middle school all the way up. But my teachers at Abatech were really cool. And so they stood out and they taught us stuff. They taught us really cool stuff. And so I want to give that. I see a lot of youth that don't have the school system aren't offering them the same opportunities that I had when I was in high school. And it could be the area, or it could be just they just don't have the staff or changing times. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just know what I see. But I want to teach. I want to teach our youth. I want to give them the same opportunities that I had. I think that would be awesome. So I want to get my RN. I want to get my RN, and I want to make a difference. Alright, notice I'm putting that right there in that little crook. Alright. I scratched that a little bit. I didn't mean to. Whoever gets it won't mind. All right. There we go. That card is done. Let's see about these rhinestones that they included in the kit here. They got 3 clear and 3 red. And we're going to see what we can do with them. So they have adhesive on them. Is it going to come off? Oh, there we go. Maybe we'll put one there. Yeah. That's what we'll do. And put one there. I'm just randomly putting these down, guys. No rhyme or reason. We're going to put one over there. And you know what? I'm going to take this big old fat one. Should I do it on there? I still need to put one on the joy card. I'll put those 3 on the joy card and put the red ones on the HoHoHo. All right. There we go. So I guess I'll bring these back over and put the little rhinestones on here too. No rhyme or reason. Just a random put down. Oop, flip it. See, I make boo-boos. There we go. Last red one. Put it over here. Alright. That looks cool. Alright. Well, I'll add the rhinestones to the last couple of cards here and post them on my, take a picture and post them on my blog. And I'll go from there and we'll make the other card tomorrow. Here. Oh, do you want to see the card kit? Let me pull out the card kit. So this is the other card kit. Looks like some type of pop-up card. And it comes with stamps and stuff. We'll see if I want to do stamping tomorrow. I just want to put the card together. We'll see. I'll open it up. See what we get. All right, y'all. Good night. Happy New Year.